We'll do it live.
So, tell me a little bit how you got into music.
Um, well, I started just going to an open mic maybe like 6 years ago, and I never really played music for anybody except for like my mom or like girls I was trying to, you know. And so yeah, I started going to this open mic, and the guy that was hosting was like, "Do you have any original songs?" Because I just kept playing Dan Mangan songs.
Mhm.
He's from Vancouver. He's a pretty sweet guy. Um, and so I played an original, and he's like, "You're only allowed to play originals now." And I was like, "Okay." And so every time I came back, I'd play an original song, and then he actually ended up helping me record my album and engineering it and mixing it and stuff. So yeah, his name's Kevin Kerr. He's a good guy.
Well, that's cool that you got in contact with him.
Yeah, all kind of worked out.
Is it like so you write your own music? You don't have any like you don't have like any other songwriters you work with?
No, just myself. Yeah, I don't have any songwriters I work with. I'm open to it, but I just never done it before. A little nervous.
Yeah. I mean, I write my own stuff or like do spoken word. Keep myself, I do have like maybe a couple of songs on Spotify or um just online on Spotify, and it has like maybe a full length album on there, but that's mostly
Cool.
about it. Just it's
What
something
what is it
that
under? Is it under your name or is it?
it's under my name,
Okay,
but
you'll have to send me a link.
I did all those songs in college, and with a friend of mine that produced it, and because he had everything, he was into the music as like what I did, what I liked, so we were how we became friends. We met at a church, but then we did go to the same college, so it's kind of nice.
Nice. That's cool. What
Yeah.
kind of church was it?
It was just like a Christian church. It was just like a one around the college.
Okay, nice.
So everybody went there, and I said, "Oh well, I'll just go there and see what I can find."
That's great.
Yeah. So, what's your style of music? Do you do anything else besides acoustic?
Um, it's like I guess like a folk rock would be the best two describing words. Um, it's more like singer-songwriter when I'm just by myself, but when I have the band, we've got um, pretty full sound, more rocky. But yeah, it's kind of I'd say folk rock would be a good describer.
So I saw that you were friends with that guy that I was interviewing a couple of weeks ago, and I saw your
Maddie,
so yeah.
yeah, he's a great guy.
So how did you guys meet at the like a show or something?
No, so we met. I think it was back, but like around like the beginning of COVID times. He released his record, is Simple Complex, and I really liked the record. And I just covered one of his songs and just put it on Instagram like the first week that it like came out. I think the song was Betty. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, and then he just reached out to me and he's like, I like your style. I like you as a person. We should be friends. And so I was like, yeah, it's hard to make friends as like a 30 year
Yeah,
old. It's really
yeah,
weird. But
yeah. I
yeah.
don't,
So
I
yeah, it's
don't.
nice when you connect to somebody on that kind of level and you're just like automatic friends. And they just kind of get you and your sense of humor. And yeah, it was really good. So he came over to our house. He lives in Ottawa, which is like five hours away from us. But he came over to our house for a night and had a fire, and yeah, it was great. And then he came over again for that show that we just played a couple weeks ago, and it was, yeah, great turnout. We actually sold out, which was like really surprising because I didn't expect anybody to come. And the owners of the bar were like, "Oh yeah, we only have two tickets left," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So
Well,
yeah, it was nice surprise.
that's nice that you got a place sold out.
Yeah, it was cool.
Is that like your first time having the show sold out?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, it was good. It's a good feeling. It's gonna chase the dragon now.
Um, so like, who's your inspiration?
In life or in music or
I
both.
mean, I mean both. It could be both.
Good people. I like kind of Dan Mangan's persona and like what he has to offer musically, and also just like as a person. He seems like super positive, and he's got good messages about masculinity and yeah, just like a good guy and dad as well. And so I've kind of tried to mirror him a little bit in my life and also in my music. Starting off by just playing his covers, I think was yeah, just trying to kind of mirror his persona, and then yeah, just as a person, I think he's a good role model for young men. I think he's better than Andrew Tate or somebody like that.
All right. Who would you want to go on tour with if you had the chance to?
Anybody. I've never done a tour, so I'd go with anybody. Yeah, I'm not picky.
Well, do you have like an ideal goal? Who would you want to tour with? Anybody you listen to now?
There's a band called Mount Joy I really like. I really enjoy them. I feel like we could hang out and it would be a good time. So if they're listening to this podcast, then maybe they could reach out. But Mount Joy would be probably my go-to.
What? How is life as a dad as a musician?
Well, I don't get much time to practice or write or like any quiet time to myself. So I think it's different. I was writing a lot more as a not dad, I think. But when the writing comes, it's like on the toilet. I'll be like, I also have to like get something written quick before he opens the door and starts running at me or something like that. So yeah, it's just more, I guess, sporadic in times of quiet where I just don't have it as much as I used to. But also trying to find times for me and for myself is something I'm working on. So yeah, I think it's good. It's good.
Does your son like your music?
I hope so. Yeah, no, he seems to. He's only two, and he's come to, I don't know, maybe like seven of my shows. I don't play very often. Um, I usually only play if I'm asked to play, so I don't like reach out to anybody. So as long as they reach out to me, then I'll play. But yeah, he's come to a bunch of my shows, and he like rocks out. And then my wife will like play my uh, music on Spotify or whatever in the living room, and he'll go like more, and yeah, so that's nice. So I think he likes it, and he plays the guitar. He's a lefty. It's quite cute, but he's got like a little banjolin, and he'll play it, and he'll like steal my moves. So That's good. It's pretty funny.
Well, they say lefties are very talented.
Yes, yeah, yeah. I'm
Um,
excited to see where he goes because he seems to really gravitate towards music and like the we've got a piano downstairs and a bunch of other instruments and he's always after them. So it's great.
well, that's fun. That's fun. Well, I'm a lefty, and I guess
Are you okay? Cool.
so.
That's
I
great.
guess I'm kind of talented in different ways by liking
I haven't
crafts and.
restrung any of the instruments yet, so he just strums, but we'll get there. I'll restring everything for him.
Well, I did guitar for a while, and then I kind of got bored with that, and then I got bored with the drums, and then and now I'm just doing the podcasting. That's my life now. But and baking cookies. That's about it.
Sounds like a good life.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. Um, but what is there? Is there like other what any favorite kind of venue you like to go to in your city if you have the chance to
Our
play
well,
there?
yeah, I mean, in town, like we've got like a brewery that I really like playing at, and there's a theater that I really like playing at. But our town's not very big. We're pretty close to Toronto, so there's a bunch of like Toronto venues I would love to play. Like Massey Hall would be one, but that's way down the line. Um, and like the Horseshoe, just like staples of the Toronto music scene would be really cool. But again, I don't play enough to be like, I'm gonna go play there.
Oh, well, maybe you should and get your music out there. You maybe get
I
new
should, but yeah,
fans
yeah, yeah,
out there.
yeah. I'm a bit of an introvert when it comes to that side of things, so I need to like find somebody to do that for me, or work on it myself. But I feel like my time is so limited with what I have now. It's yeah, something to work on.
Yeah. Well, you should come out with a song for your son, like a kid song or something, or a book or
That's a good
something. I
idea.
know a lot of people have been doing
Working on a
that.
book. I'm working on a couple little things, but yeah, kids books. I think kids books are good.
Yeah. I love interviewing people with books. It's just I can't imagine how they can get them done so quickly and get them out there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've got a book of poetry that I've worked on for like 10 years, but I'll never probably release it, but I've got it. It's ready to go, but it's just a lot of work to finish it off and yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have a couple of songs that I would like to get recorded. I got maybe one in the works, but redoing it as an acoustic version of Spaceship that I did, um, but I was looking at the lyrics and I said, "Oh, could be a cute children's book because it's all about
Mm,
moons, and the spaceships, and I don't know." But I was thinking, "Oh, that could be an interesting book."
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Are you a dad as well, or
No, I'm an uncle of three,
okay, that's right, that's right. I saw that in the message.
but hopefully someday I'll be a father. That's what I want.
Yeah,
But I'm thinking I want to adopt. That's the more thing I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Adopt or
yeah.
foster.
There's a lot of kids without homes, good homes. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's a noble thing to pursue for sure.
I did a lot of I've been looking. I have a couple of friends that done the fostering and adoption, and I did a couple of interviews with that, and so I have all the information to go for that. So if I need more ways to look into it, I have something to look into it.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I know it's a lot of hoops to jump through, but definitely
yeah,
worth pursuing if it's something that you want
yeah.
to do. Yeah. We've got another little one coming on March 27th, so my wife is very pregnant,
Oh, that's exciting.
wobbling around the house.
Do you have like a favorite kind of name that you want to go for that nobody has? Is that in the works?
Um, Sort of. My son's name is Silas, so it's not one that I hear very often. And the new one, I don't think we've told anybody, but anyways, it's Salem. Um, like the yeah, Salem. So Silas
That's
and
cute.
Salem. My wife's name is Shelley, and I'm Sage, so it's all S's. Super lame,
Oh well, I mean, I
but
bet it's gonna be.
adorable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Having, I mean, there's so many names that you can pick out, but I mean, um,
There's a couple. There are a few names.
I see your guitar hanging on the wall.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's my grandpa's. It's a Yamaha from the '70s. So there's like pictures of him. Uh, yeah, playing it all like of him. Anyways, there's some. I was gonna get it redone, like the fretboard and everything, but there's like I don't know if you can see, but there's like markings on the first three frets, and it's like his indentation of his fingers, like from playing for like so many years. And my friend showed it to me. He's like, because I was telling him that I wanted to like get it resurfaced and redone. He's like, "Don't you touch it!" And then they showed me like the indentation of his fingers that have been there, and I never noticed. But it was, yeah, but I thought that was pretty cool. So it's
That
very special to
that
me. My grandma.
that's kind of cool to have something that your grandfather did it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, he's a big part of my life, and yeah.
did he like music? Like I know he played the guitar, but was he into music back when?
Him and my grandma actually made a record together in the '70s. It was like a gospel record, and they actually had a bunch of extra copies. So at his funeral, they were like giving them out like a grab bag. It's pretty cute. But yeah, it's really funny. I'll like Google them once in a while, and it'll be on like eBay. Like people are selling their '70s gospel record on eBay. It's really cute. But he did a lot of yeah singing and stuff in church, and my grandma always did like a choir and stuff. So yeah, he's big into music. Got me into music when I was young as well.
Well, that's exciting. They have somebody famous on your end.
Yes, yeah.
I think just thinking of something what I could ask you. So what's the day in the life as a dad?
Well, it depends if I'm working or not. I work at a funeral home, I'm a funeral director and musician and dad and husband. So kind of have a lot of hats I've got to wear. But on like my today was a day off, and so I got to wake up with Silas and my wife and the dogs. We've got two Australian shepherds who are very needy, but beautiful animals. And so, yeah, I just wake up and let the dogs out. I like peeing off the back deck, so I do that every day. And then make a coffee and, yeah, just like hang out and we went for a walk, big walk today, and yeah, I don't know.
Is
Clean,
it
I
is
clean
it
a
is
lot.
it, it is it nice weather out there, or is it cold?
Today was really nice. We actually got to have a fire outside. It was like the first like not windy day, and like it was pretty warm out. There's still some snow and stuff out there, but we got to have a fire and cook some hot dogs, and yeah, it was good. It was a really good day.
I just yeah, because I noticed that they in the East Coast it was snowing. I'm thinking, wow,
Yes.
just it snowed, and but in Kansas City it didn't really snow since a couple of weeks ago. It snowed, but we only got flurries. So we
Yeah,
were
we haven't had it. It's been a really good. Well, I don't know how good it is, but it's been a warm winter. Yeah.
yeah. Are you into like football or anything?
No. Who won the Super Bowl? I
That
don't
is,
know.
I mean the Chiefs, but I mean
Okay, all right. The Chief. That's Taylor Swift won. That's all I know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not into sports at all. Um, yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, I'm
You?
not really. I'm not really.
But
I
you
like
knew who won the
base.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if something's on TV, I guess I would watch it. Like this thinking
Yeah.
parade, but the parade was kind of a long story. A shooting happened, and that's about it.
Yeah, I saw something about that's terrible. Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, I just sat and
Way to
watched
ruin a
it.
great thing.
I
Yeah.
mean, it never. I mean, it shouldn't happen, but it did. But it's all right. I guess it's over with. Next subject. I don't
Oh, and you live in Kansas City, so Kansas City
know.
Chiefs. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
That's how you knew they won.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, they won at in Vegas or something,
Right, 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 right. But the chaos
but
still
yeah,
ensues
yeah.
in your state.
Taylor Swift is always there. She just can't she can't beat it. I mean, I love Taylor Swift, but I mean, she's just there now with Travis
Yeah,
Kelsey.
yeah. What can you do?
Yeah, but yeah, I do like basketball, but not and the Royals a little bit, but football not really.
Mm. We've got the Raptors, the Maple Leafs, I guess. But yeah, I don't pay attention.
No, I just stick with the music, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Do you have a like? What's like the songs you listen when you're in the car with your son, or with your wife?
Um, Spotify does a pretty good like daily mix that I'll throw on, but I listen with my son and my wife listen basically the same. I'm pretty consistent with like my playlist, but it's mostly like Bright Eyes and Andrew Bird or Noah Gunderson, Bon Iver, um, yeah, just like those kinds of artists, like alternative folk, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Big Thief is like my son's favorite artist. I don't know if you know her. Um, Adrienne Lanker. She's pretty cool. But yeah, he's like a big fan of her song Vampire Empire, and he like freaks out and dances, and it's it's adorable. So
So
if
I need
he's
to.
listening to the podcast, just know that Silas is a big fan.
Well, hopefully, I'll have to check her out. Check her out.
Yeah.
What was like? Did you do anything fun today besides having a free day of work with no work?
I bought a bunch of flooring. We're renovating uh, upstairs, and so I bought all this flooring up here, and uh, we had to take it all up one by one. So that was pretty fun. It's gonna look great,
That's exciting.
but other than that, not so much. Just got to hang out with my son and my wife, and our friend Wolfgang lives with us as well. And he's a great guy. So yeah, we got to have like a family day together.
Well, that's fun. That's fun. Do you have like a favorite
How
song
about
that
you?
you?
What did you do today?
Oh well, well, I
I don't know
just
how many
been
questions
just.
I'm supposed to ask you on your podcast, so I'm just
Well, I mean, I kind of just sat around and watched TV and just ate food, but that's about it. That's one of my normally.
no fires. You know how many fires today?
No fires.
Hmm.
I don't have I
Okay. Well,
don't
there's
with.
always tomorrow.
I mean, tomorrow I'm going out with my mom to get a haircut. Um,
I
and
also need a haircut. It's been a little
and
while.
I'm going out of town for my cousin's wedding in the East Coast. So,
That's
I'm
great.
excited.
Congratulations to your cousin.
So I'm just getting this heck full hair off of my face, and hopefully, just
You got
spending
the
time with.
Ben Gibbard from Death Cab for Cutie a little bit, like with the bangs. It's good.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Tell them not
I
to touch
mean,
the bangs. Like you trim it up a little bit, but
well,
leave the
I mean,
bangs. It's good.
it goes out like my hair grows so fast. It's like a mop. I mean,
Yeah,
it's crazy. I used to
me
color
too.
it back at when I was in college. I used to color it, and it would turn into I turned it. I made my hair look like blue, like platinum blue, or really turquoise blue. And I said it's like an Easter egg. I got it on Easter, and it was an Easter egg. There you go. And then I
That's great.
just so it was just the day of just dyeing my hair, going to a salon, and getting it done over Easter. And everybody was out at their parents' house, and I just was still on campus, just dyeing my hair. So I was like, oh, okay, this is what I'm gonna do on Easter, dye my hair.
We can do it again.
Yeah, hopefully my mom won't freak out. But I mean,
She'll get over it. Moms get over these things. I dyed my hair black in high school in grade 9, and my mom's like, "Is this like a thing? Are you going through something right now?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm emo, mom." So she got it.
yeah, I mean, I did the blonde and the black all and all the different colors on my head. I guess it was just a different thing I did in high school, and then I just got stuck with it, and then went back to my normal hair color and never went back.
Well, looks good. So
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Oh. Do you listen to any other podcasts besides mine?
I listened to the Duncan Trussell Family Hour. Um, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's a big one. And then Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard once in a while. And then the occasional like Joe Rogan interview. Just depends who he's got on. I'm not into like fighting or anything, so I skip a lot of the ones that he does. But yeah, Duncan Trussell's a big one that I listen to. Um, do you know Duncan Trussell?
No, I never heard of him.
He's cool. He's like a comedian, but he's kind of like a spiritual guy too. He's got a show on Netflix called The Midnight Gospel, and it's it's beautiful. It's super weird and random and crazy, but the conversations that he has during the show are like excerpts of podcasts that he has done, and they like animate it. It's the same animators as Adventure Time. I don't know if you know that kind of cartoon. So it's kind of trippy, but it's really beautiful, and the conversations are really great. Um, so yeah, I really like Duncan Trussell. He's pretty cool.
I've been
How about
watching
you? What's your
this. I've been well. The I mostly just listen to my podcast, but sometimes I listen to different everybody else's. Um, but for TV shows, I've been watching this new series on um, Apple that's mostly about the war, and it's like just planes from like just like I don't know, it's just like very interesting. So I've been just been watching that.
plane? Is it planes?
Yeah, planes like old planes that
Okay,
people like the I guess like they're shooting up from each other. I don't know. It's a little grungy,
that's
but
cool.
I mean, it's something like.
That's great.
But I
My
don't know.
grandpa was a pilot, and so and we anytime my son sees an airplane in the sky, he'll go like, "Hi, Papa! Hi, Papa!" It's like the cutest thing in the world. So, and we live like on a flight path, so every day there's like hundreds of flights that go by. But yeah, it's really cute. So we were outside all day, and he said it a million times. It was
Oh,
nice.
that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, there's so many shows to watch, but sometimes I just watch the free ones that just are totally free or something interesting that I would
Hmm.
never watch. But
I'd recommend the Midnight Gospel because it's good. It's deep down, it's really good. On the surface, it's really weird, but if you listen to the conversations, it's really good. My wife's mom watched it, and she's like, "Yeah, it's really good. It's beautiful, touching, but it's so weird." So yeah, I hope you like it.
I'll check that out.
We watch a lot of Bluey as well. I don't know if you know Bluey.
Oh yes, I know Bluey, and
Yeah, Bluey's yeah.
maybe I watched that a couple of times with my nephews, but and my niece.
Yeah,
But
it's pretty cute. It's good. It's got lots of like lessons and stuff that they sneak in there. It's good. Silas really likes it. He gets the dance on. It's good.
I mean, I've seen a lot of like different things that Bluey has. Like now, it has like everything on clothing and little
Yeah,
trinkets and such.
yeah, it's pretty popular. Yeah, Bluey and Miss Rachel, I think, are his
Yeah,
favorites.
I've heard about Mr. Rachel. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she's a sweetheart.
she she
Yeah.
helps a lot of kids.
Yes, we owe her some money for like babysitting. We'll just like throw her on. And he's enamored and sits there for quite a while. So yeah, it's good.
Well, that's fun that you have a now just throw on the TV for the child to sit and watch Rachel. Now,
Yeah, and she's like educational. So
what kind of stuff does she talk about that makes the kids more happy when they watch them?
I don't think it's what I don't think it's what she talks about. I think it's how she talks. She's like very kind of bubbly, but also like giving instructions and stuff. Like yeah, it's just how she just knows how to talk to kids, which I think is a big part of any childhood educator or influencer. But yeah, she's like just really good with talking with kids, and she's an educator as well. I think that was her background. Um, so yeah, I think it's good. But yeah, she does like all the regular stuff, ABCs and one, two, threes, and
Well,
sharing and
my
caring,
nephews are
songs.
watching these random weird shows. I'm thinking to myself, how can my sister handle it? It's just like the dumbest the YouTube shows that 7
Yes,
and
yeah.
4 year olds watch, and it's like, oh, I
Yeah, the
don't,
YouTube
I
Kids, you can like block a lot of stuff, which we've done because it's like, yeah, a lot of it's just silliness, like unboxing videos and stuff like that.
yeah
It's like you don't need to do like you don't need to watch that. There's so much other good stuff that's out there. Um, but yeah, we try to be like really mindful of what he ingests. Yeah, because yeah, there's just so much out there that is like high stim stuff that just gets
yeah.
them all ramped up, nowhere to go. So yeah.
Have you do you have a favorite song that you've written that you play a lot? If when you do play a show,
Um, I have a new record coming out, but I've been playing the same songs for about, I guess, 3 years now. There's a song that will be coming out on the new record called Supernova Space Time Continuum. It's probably one of my favorite songs to play with the band because it's just like a kind of a high energy song with yeah, a bit of a message behind it. Um, but yeah, that's probably. I'll send that one to you once it's out.
I
And there's
would
a
love
video
it.
that goes along with it that I got to make with a guy named Kenneth Welsh. He was our neighbor and just like a beautiful soul. But he was a Canadian actor. He was in like Day After Tomorrow and Twin Peaks and yeah, just like hundreds of other TV productions and movie productions. But he was our neighbor. He lived like 6 houses away from us. And so we got to know him and became really like friends with him. And I asked him if he would do this video with me, and he's like, "Yeah, for sure, anytime." And so we did the video, and it was before we knew that he was in any way like sick. Um, and then yeah, so we did this video together, and then a few months later, we found out that he was kind of he had cancer, and so he was palliative at home. And as a funeral director, I had he had invited me over, and we like talked about his end of life stuff and what he had like wanted to happen and things like that. um, and then yeah, and then he passed away, and yeah. Anyways, his son was one of so his son is a musician. He had a band called Magical Clouds, and they were like pretty big. Um, yeah, they were pretty big when I was kind of growing up in like high school. And one of his songs is called Downtown by Magical Clouds. It was like my most played song on like my Apple iTunes.
Mhm.
Like in high school, it was like my most played song. I don't know why I just like got enamored by the song. And so when I came over to help with Ken. His son was here, and I was like, "Oh, are you Magical Clouds?" Like, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm Devin." And I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." And I told him how he was like my number one song for a couple of years, and so we kind of became friends from that. Um, and then I ended up like just messaging him like a few months after his dad passed away, and I was like, "Hey, if you're ever thinking about um, selling your dad's house, I'd love to buy it if it's like on the table." And so we ended up, oh, he's like, "Yeah, I love that idea." And so I ended up buying the house from Devin. So it's Ken's house, and yeah, it's just a cool space, and Ken's around. We made it like a hub of like music and um, art and movies and stuff. So we're trying to keep that alive and yeah, just make it
Now, so
a space.
this video that you did, is it a lyric video or just like a regular music, like a music
No,
video?
so it's like a set. It's like a yeah, it's a music video. Music video. So we set up this big red door that I kind of built in like the middle of a field, and I had my friend Josh and Jude, their son and father, and then we had Ken come, and basically the door opens to like this like psychedelic kind of landscape, and Jude comes out. He's the youngest, and then he like comes around, and there's this whole thing, and then he goes back through the door, and then his dad comes out, and then he goes around the set, and then at the end, Ken comes out and goes around the set, and then as he's walking out, he like gives a wink, and yeah, it's really beautiful. And actually, the other night we got to present the video. Again, I haven't released it yet, but I got to present it at like at our local brewery. They created a beer in memory of Ken, and his wife was an artist or is an artist, and they put like her art piece on the can, and then the proceeds were going towards the local food bank, and so I got to show the video at this kind of beer release, and it was really well received, and his wife was there, and gave me a big hug after, and yeah, it was nice. So
That sounds nice. That sounds really cool. How you produced it.
yeah, I'm looking forward to releasing it. That I should have the songs back on Friday or tomorrow, and then I just have to get them mastered, and then I'll release it maybe in a month or two. So it's coming together. It's been about 3 years in the making. We had all the songs recorded in like one weekend, and then it was all COVID and everything, so never really.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's coming together. It's coming together.
That's cool. That's cool. I
Did
mean,
you listen to the album that the Nuclear Home one?
uh, I don't know,
It's okay. It's okay if you didn't.
but I'll listen to it when I get off the when I get this done and all.
I hope you like it.
So I think I will.
Thanks.
Um, I mean, I love all types of music. So I like all the music that I see. I find these amazing people to interview. I know everybody has some good music coming out of them. So
Yeah, mostly Graven. It's all Graven.
like was this your first video you never you're thinking of doing? Have you ever done the video?
I released a video for my song Haunted, but it was all like stock stuff that I had just edited together. But it was well received. That's how I kind of learned a little bit of editing. And then yeah, this is the first video that I've directed and kind of edited and did all like the VFX stuff as well. So yeah, I look forward to releasing it and getting it out in the world.
That's exciting. I mean,
Hmm.
I've done lyric videos, but I haven't done anything big to do like a music video. I would love to do one, but
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
future or
it's a lot of
something.
fun. Yeah, yeah, I've done a lot of lyric videos. I've used a website called Kaiber, Kaiber. It's like a AI video software, and so I do a lot of like the visuals that we project behind us during like live shows. We'll use Kaiber, and uh, yeah, they do some really cool visuals, and yeah, it's good. It's pretty cool.
How did you find your bands?
How did I find my band? It's I took all of the best musicians from my town, and I just got them to come play in my band. So and I feel super honored because I think like they are the best musicians in my town, and so the fact that they take time out of their busy schedules to just like come to a rehearsal, um, and then to come out to play a show, I think that's really special. 'Cause they're incredible. Like they're awesome.
Well, that's cool. I mean, that's talent. There must be a lot of good talent out there where you're from.
Yes, yeah, it's pretty great. It's a great local scene as well. There's just so many great musicians. Um, yeah, it's good.
Um, you have anything you want to ask me?
Um, when can we come play in Kansas City? And can we stay at your place?
Well, how many people are in your band?
I think there's six of us all together, so it's we need a lot of space.
Well, I don't know how you can fit people. Like, I have a pull-out couch, but
Okay, well we can fit five on there. That's good.
I guess somebody could sleep with me and just about it. But no,
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll rock paper scissors for it.
but I just live in an apartment, so it's like how it is.
Fair
That's.
enough. Fair enough.
But I would love to have you come to Kansas City. That would be awesome.
Yes, we'll figure. Well, yeah. The States is hard because you need a certain visa for it, and it's just a lot of I think paperwork. But
Oh,
maybe someday. Yeah.
yeah,
Probably easier if you just come here. It's probably less
yeah,
paperwork.
yeah, yeah.
Do you have any shows coming up, Daniel?
No, I don't do shows.
Okay.
I'm kind of.
Just
I'm too afraid to do a show,
right. Yeah. I get that.
but I just do
You can
my.
start. You can start with an open mic, like I did.
Yeah. Oh, I could try. I could try to get myself out there again. I mean, I haven't done a show, but I mean, a lot of people said you could do it online, but I mean, I'm too claustrophobic that I'm gonna like say something else when I come out on stage. Like I'll miss a word of my lyrics, and
Well,
and
it's
then
your own songs. They won't know them, so you can just make up the words. That's usually what I if I screw up, I'll just make up some words.
and
I
just
also
say
can't
it.
memorize lyrics like for the life of me, so I always have my little iPad or phone on the side, and I'll have like the lyrics all printed out already because I just can't remember. I don't know why, but
Well, I guess I do have a disability, so I guess maybe that's why I can't do be on
right,
stage or something. I don't know,
yeah.
but I mean, I guess I could try. I mean, do you know people in Kansas City? They could. I mean, I've
I
done other.
personally don't. We can probably find some.
I've done like benefits for other
Okay.
people, and that's what I'd love to do, like benefit concerts, and I do it for a
Hmm.
charity, but raising money for them, but nothing besides making cookies and trying to sell them. That's about it. What I do.
You do podcasts, so that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. And people. I mean, some people do love me from being being played on my show and having getting a lot of really cool people on my podcast, like you.
Hmm. And
Yeah,
Maddie,
yeah.
he's pretty cool. He's way cooler. He's
So,
way more positive than I will ever be. But
well, you both are dads, right? So you have
that's true. That's true. Yep.
so well. thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to do this with me. Um,
Of course.
and I'll let you know when
I'll
this.
keep you posted on on the new album, and I'll send you a link to the video once it's really. I'll send you the link tonight, and then you can see it. And then don't share it though, because it's not released yet.
All right. When you get the chance to do everything, I'll let you know
Awesome.
when this is all
Well,
up.
thank you,
And
Daniel.
oh,
This has been my second podcast, so thank you for being so gentle with me.
oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, it was good chatting with you, and I'll keep you posted up when this is up. It might be up tomorrow or something.
Sounds great.
Talk to you later. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks, Daniel.
Bye.
Bye.